Fourth level test 3. We changed it. Okay? Can I borrow yours real quickly? I forgot to bring my notes over here again. No, I'm too lazy to walk over there. The main thing we did is we tried to make it significantly shorter. It was not too hard in the 2015 version. It was too long, which made it hard. We cut out 50 seconds worth of test, which is significant, okay? In the trot, we put the medium trots at the end now, I believe. Yes. We moved the medium trot to the end. The main thing we did is that we took out the double rein back. Okay, nobody did it right, so we decided that there was no point, and let's move on. And it used a significant amount of time. So, and nobody does it right. So I saw it done right once. So now it's just a regular rein back like everything else. In the canter work, the half circles with the counter canter are still in. However, we took out the medium canter. There's now only an extended canter. There's no medium canter now. And we took out the 4s. You now only do 3s in fourth level test 3. Okay? So by doing those things, we managed to get it down to 50 seconds shorter than it was, which is a huge amount, actually. It doesn't sound like it, but when you're writing it, it is. Okay? Instead of, it was over 7 minutes before, and now it's like 6 minutes and 10 seconds or something like that. 6 minutes is what the test says. They're lying. I think it's 6:10. But anyway, so we hope that this will help, and we tried to make it so that it was fluid and it made sense going from one thing to another. And the 3s are easier than the 4s anyway, so. But
they're not easier than 1s.
Well, we might see some 1s maybe, huh? Okay, so with that, we'll get started. We have our Grand Prix boy back to do this test for us.
Oh, thank you.
So we'll see if you guys think we've improved upon our last attempt a little bit. One other thing we did is for those of you that scribe, we've made your life easier. The flying changes are now combined with the movement instead of being a separate score. So it's a little bit more user-friendly for the judge and the scribe also. Because it used to get pretty fast with all those flying changes trying to get the scores out. Fairly straight. Seven. Could carry more behind. 7. 7 for the transitions. Connection could be a little steadier. 7. Correct bend. Could have more cadence. 7.5. She just did what I hate and she fixed the halt. Resting left hind, tongue out. 6. Needs more activity. 6.5. Could it be more active? 7. You have to remember that collected walk. It goes at the end with the collected walk down here, so I have to keep that in my mind. Could be a bit more active. I think he's getting a little tired. 7. Needs more jump. The collected walk I would give a 7, and then the canter transition needs more jump and suspension. 6. Braced in neck, falling on left shoulder at S, 6.5. Better balanced here. Props for the change, 6.5. Needs better balance, 6.5. Overbent in neck, 7. This is much better. Can you imagine having twice as many scores being thrown at you?
Mm-hmm. Been there.
It's better, huh?
I like it.
Down transition slightly early, 6.5. Especially when our test went wrong. It was overwhelming to try to get it all in. It was like, oh my God. Needs more separation of hind legs. 7. He's tired. Needs more bend and balance. Tongue out, 6. Hopefully she'll kind of center these in the ring. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Very nice. Fairly straight. 7. On forehand, tongue out, 6. Broke. And then she just comes down. Yeah, okay. 4, sorry. He wants to know why he had to do 2 tests today. What did he do wrong? Not quite straight, 6.5. Well, what do you think? Better? Yeah, my heart wasn't beating as fast. And the canter work, I don't know if how many of you know this, but when the half circle, flying change, half circle, flying change, half pass, flying change, half pass, flying change, every flying change was a separate score than the movement between it. And she described before, she's like, oh, this is nice. Because it was like boom, 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 boom. It was like shooting a machine gun or something, you know? And I think that's much better that we've combined those together for the judge and the scribe. It certainly is. And it ends up being the same. What did you think riding it? Did you like it? You like the other one? She liked the other one.
I always liked the other one. I was the only one on the plane who liked the other one.
I will say I liked the other one, but it was too long. It was just too long. The Kerner work was too long. I liked it, but it was too long. I didn't think, people said, oh, it's harder than St. George. I disagree. But what made it seem harder was it was too long. It was a long string of Kerner work, which made it seem harder. Huh? Yet the rider and the horse both had to be super, super fit to get through it. Huh?
From the event point of view, at 7 minutes, you start getting the anaerobic.
Yeah, and it was a little, depending on the horse, it was 7.5 minutes, so it was too long. Yeah, right. He made the comment that from an aerobic standpoint, they start going into anaerobic exercise after 7 minutes, so it was not ideal. I liked it too, but it was too long.
Because he's such a hot horse, and by the time we got halfway through, he was tired.
I like that. That's hilarious. That's really funny. Any questions on this test? Everybody think it's a better plan? I think it's going to work better. Yeah. Hopefully. I'm sure people will still say it's harder than St. George, but whatever. I think it's pretty easy now that you only have the 3s. That's easier. Yeah.
Our tempies are not my favorite.
Well, and 4s don't make sense to the horse.
Why did you take out the walk from here once?
Time. Yeah, and the horses have done it in the other tests and everything that it's like, okay, and they use up a lot of time. Yeah.
It's cool how the walk work is down there, too. That's kind of new.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So, no, that was basically time that we decided to do that. So, you got to do it again. And speaking of easier than St. George, you don't have to do walk pirouettes. And they're not easy. Yep. I don't care. As she asked from a judge's standpoint, if a horse comes in a snaffle versus a double, does it give me a negative or positive or whatever? And I don't care. I just care what happens once they go. The snaffle was introduced so that we could be kinder to the horses. Some people use the snaffle to hide tongue problems. Okay? They crank the nose bend so the horse can't breathe. So, I mean, you can be cruel with anything if you really want to be. So, but it doesn't matter to me. It's what happens in the ride. It's totally irrelevant to me. If somebody comes in and they have the curb bit the entire time pointing up towards them, it makes me crazy. And I will nail them for it from a rider standpoint. It's not correct. Yeah?
You mentioned about fixing the halt.
Yeah. She halted. The horse wasn't quite square, so she made him fix it, and then he ended up resting the left hind. So that was brilliant. Not. I'm glad she did it, though, because that's what I was talking about. The halt she started out with was a 7, and the halt she finished on was a 6 at best. Okay? Just live with what you get and work on polishing it up at home. Don't polish it up in the show ring. Okay? Any other questions on anything? Yep. On the extended walk?
From what I heard you say earlier, you wanted the horse more on vertical.
With the, I don't mind if they're a little in front of the vertical. I don't want them behind the vertical. Yeah. I don't like it when a rider in the extended walk, she said, do you like them on the, I don't like it when a rider, can you pick up the reins like you're going to do a collected walk? Yeah. Maybe turn sideways so everybody can see you. So if she's got this contact for the collected walk, and then she goes, let me tell you how much length, and she goes to the extended walk to there, that really annoys me. She gave the horse 4 inches. You got to give the horses like 8 to 12 inches, depending on the horse, okay? And I will say that. Rider doesn't allow extended walk, must lengthen reins. This is a medium walk, okay? But if a horse is a little bit in front of the vertical, as long as they're not like going like this way, if they're a little in front of the vertical, that's a good thing because they're reaching to the bit more. Okay? You're like, what's that popping? Any other questions?
I have a question about the extended walk.
Yep.
So how low is too low for the extended walk?
Ideally, you want the ears level with the withers. If they get a little lower than that, it's fine. The higher you go in the level of competition, the more that's an issue. Third level, it doesn't bother me much at all. Fourth level, it starts making me, it's not really, because they're in an extended walk, they're still connected. In free walk, they don't have to be connected. Okay, let them go. Free as flicka in the free walk. Okay. I hate it when people contain the free walk, unless the horse is like trying to leave or something, that's different, but, okay. Any other questions? Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy riding these tests. We look forward to seeing you come down center line in March.